Yo. Who run it?
You know what? You know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. We already know him for the longest time.
We've wasted enough time. We've kept the people waiting. That's the intro out. It's time for, it's not the therapy anymore. It's the lounge. I need to make a few changes to that intro, boys. Yes. Anyway, it's day 5,120 of Spurs No Trophy, and it keeps on counting, ticking along. GunnerKing, GTalks. How are we, boys?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Feeling vibey. Do you know what I mean? Well, I can't complain. What? Look, Spurs lost last night in a game they probably should have won, considering the fact that they had their full strength side, 14 years and counting. And I woke up to the news that, Chelsea probably going to get sold this week. So, yeah, happy days.
King, follow that up.
Well. You know, all the talk that we were hearing, the beginning of the season, you got no world-class players. You still got Arteta. You lot ain't going to be able to compete with us because of Arteta tax. Suddenly reverting to Nuno tax every time we bring up the fact that we slapped them, out of the Emirates Stadium, all the way back up the high road, Then they got Conte in. Oh, you better beware now. Because guess what? We got a world-class manager. Neglecting the fact that Jose was as well. Neglecting that fact as well, but they got him in. And they I had one who's a very good friend of mine. He said to me that my lack of concern was me masking insecurity and fear, and I have cooked him to this day since. You know what? He's gone into hiding. He's made no address to me. He's not answered or responded to any message after yesterday, right? Because exactly what I said was true. Where is he? It's almost like Pepe knew in advance when he came on and scored last week. We would be looking for him. He sent out the search party early. He was like, whoa.
Spurs fans never learn, man.
And the thing is, I said at the time, it's all well and good having a good manager. But if your owner is going to continue to make these managers work with blunt instruments, it's like pissing in the wind. That's where my lack of concern comes from. Now, I really do hate to say I told you so, Tottenham fans. But I fucking told you so.
Like I said, you talk about blunt instruments. My instrument's perfectly fine. Spud peeling lovely.
And that's for the Chelsea fans as well.
I went at him yesterday as well, and luckily he didn't bite me on the arse because I just had a feeling. I had a feeling that Spursy was going to happen. You always rely on Spursy to happen.
It's so funny with the Chelsea fans, though, right? Because I do want to, what we've been saying to them. The red clubs of England, they've fallen, they've gotten back up again. They've been through this. They've been down this road. Yeah. All they ever were was not very relevant. And then all of a sudden, very relevant. They've never had to go through. They've never had to get back up again from in the trenches. And it's going to be interesting to see now, because I've had in the last few days, I had a Chelsea fan trying to use the fact that Rangers don't have European history as an example to say that they are a club that's not known in the world, that they are not a massive club. And he doesn't even realize the history between Rangers and Chelsea. Yeah. They don't even know their own history. They don't even know their own history. Yeah. And the joke is, right? The joke is now all of this talk that they bring to us, all you do is bring history to the conversation. If they get relegated to it, this is what I said to them. This is what I said to them. Your recent history might one day become the history that you in turn are bringing up and reminding people of. Yeah. So all that energy that they've had with these history merchant tags, yeah, with all of this shit, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Hella interesting, yeah, to see what happens now. Because now everything that they've been levying at us, an American owner as well, the irony of it, seeing them clamoring around about that, oh no, we're going to have American ownership now, and all of the pragmatism and the stuff that comes with it. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. They're in big problems, man.
Yes, Boots. We've been doing some exposing on Twitter. So let's listen. We're going to try and go to about 1 o'clock because I see there's a little stream coming up on that very channel that I think we're all going to want to tune in to see. Although, unfortunately, the energy levels will be a little different. So, but we'll see. We'll see. If only it was straight after the game. I'd love to see that. We have a special guest in the house. What are you telling us? No, you're Englishman.
Muted. You're muted. Buddy, we can't hear you.
Your sound's gone.
No, we can't hear you.
Can't hear you, bro. Can't hear you, bro. I'm sure he'll be back. We're going to do a little quiz later on, gents. So if you are watching, download or head to Kahoot, and enter that PIN number and join our quiz. It's going to be a little bit fun, just a little bit fun. Test a bit of your Arsenal knowledge. The first 5 questions will be about Watford versus Arsenal, because that's who we're playing this weekend, and then the other 5 is going to be just general Arsenal. So that'd be a lot of fun. So make sure you sign up to that. Hopefully we'll get started in about 10 to 15 minutes. And yeah. Right, we're still waiting for Mr. Niger, so I'm sure he'll be on. Is there anything you boys want to talk about? Because this is the lounge. There's no structure here. Mm. So anything that's I mean, Guendouzi, he looks like he's on his way.
Yeah, you know what it is with Guendouzi. It's like, obviously Guendouzi is one of those players that he's like a lot of players at Arsenal, pretty much kind of divide opinion, whether sections of Arsenal fans will agree and disagree on, whether Saliba should have gone on loan, whether he should have stayed, whether, he is coming back. Some will say that Arteta has fallen out with him and he's going to get sold. Guendouzi is one of those players where it's like, sections of the Arsenal fan base are massive supporters of him as a player, or they follow his career. Sometimes I find it a little bit strange how sections of our fan base tend to kind of support players more so than the club. But Guendouzi is a decent player. I think he's got a very high ceiling in terms of potential. I think everywhere he's played, he has played pretty well. He's kind of recently broke into the French side, but at the same time, we can't ignore the other stuff he's done at almost every single club he's been at. And that is the kind of ill discipline and the kind of petulant behavior that we've even seen since he's been at Marseille. So for me, I think it's clear what Arteta's doing in terms of the atmosphere. and in terms of the discipline of the players and the squad at the club. You know, you just have to look at the Guendouzi issue, the Ozil issue, the Aubameyang recent issue. So he's clearly trying to build, you know, a team where everybody's on the same page. So for me, if Guendouzi's not part of that book, then I'm happy to see him leave.
Yeah. Nigel, can you try to speak? We've heard you a little bit. No, you're still having some sound issues. King, do you want to pick up on that?
Listen, I mean, I just pretty much echo everything that G is saying, you know, about Guendouzi. I've said it countless times. Yeah, I mean, great player, ill-disciplined, on and off the pitch. I think it's cost him. I think we've reached a stage now where you just got to just take the money, cut, go again. You know, it really baffles me when I don't think it's just our fan base. I think the biggest examples probably is Man United with Martial, Pogba, Bruno, Rashford FC, and all that, and it disgusts me. And my biggest fear is us becoming that kind of meme of a fan base. You know, like so. He's got to go. I think I don't hate him. I don't have an agenda against him. It's the same with Aubameyang, and he's less proven, and he did less for Arsenal than Aubameyang. You know, whereby as good as he is, things happened. Things happen in football. Doesn't gel with the manager. I'm not saying it's all Guendouzi's fault, but I'm just saying the way he could have handled it, I definitely think could have been better, not just with Arteta, but other managers when he went on loan at Berlin, doing the same stuff there. So I'm just glad that we can just draw a line under this saga. You know, I think I will say with the greatest respect, if there are these stands, as we call them, that want to take up an issue with it, go support Marseille. Go get your money. Because I've actually seen Man United TikTok fans actually getting Sevilla tops, saying that they're going to support Sevilla. You know, actually doing watch-alongs for their games. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, like celebrating when he scores. Like, it's just sad. It's just sad, you know. And I want to welcome Saliba back because I definitely think he has not shown any such issues with his attitude, and that's where my energy can be different for someone that's not put a foot wrong in what they're doing off the field. You know, so yeah, look, just draw a line under it. I think that's money to invest in the summer as well, in transfer targets that we want to bring in. So yeah, I'm just all around just happy that we don't need to see fans going at each other and arguing about this issue anymore.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that the deal's kind of been secured through like clauses and stuff now, so that he doesn't actually have to come back at the beginning of the summer and then have to go through the whole rigmarole of trying to get him a transfer out of the club. So I'm kind of glad that he's done well there, so to speak. He's got his move and we can just get the perm move sorted before even pre-season. He doesn't even have to come back because I don't want there to be no window of disruption where he's coming back and he's doing interviews and all of that nonsense. Okay, you've done well at Marseille. You're a Marseille player. Okay, cool. You know, I wish you all the best.
Yeah. And Gumza, we're going to judge you, bro. We're definitely going to judge you. Gumza, he infamously said that Guendouzi was his future Arsenal captain, and obviously that ain't going to come true now. So no doubt he's upset about it. This is probably why he's not come on. Maybe he was hoping it will still be therapy, but we've obviously changed the name today. Just a reminder, people, I've still only seen GunnerKing's and G's name in for the quiz. Make sure you sign up. Just go into the Kahoot website or the app and enter that code that I've put there in the comment below, which, well, it's gone now. It was there a second ago. There you go, pin 1767513. We are going to try and aim to start that in 10 minutes. So get involved, just a bit of fun. I do want to start as soon as, because we probably have a lot to talk about after that quiz. That's for sure. Guendouzi, he's good. But but he looks like he's going to be a handful. And we all know what Arteta's stance is on personalities like that. So I'm on board with him. Going away. Although the price is tiny, isn't it? Like 9 million or something. So, but then it's better than nothing. We've got to make sure we get this top 4 thing, and then we'll have the money to go out and do some business in the summer window. Anybody else want to talk about anything else?
I really want to dwell on Tottenham getting battered.
I know, King, you've always got something to say.
Sorry, I just want these months battered everywhere they go. I just wanted to say, who they got this weekend?
I don't even know who they got.
I'll tell you what. I got it here somewhere. Hold on. I'll get it on the screen for you.
Tottenham.
Bear with.
I don't even want to put this name in Google, man.
They have Everton at home next. But Everton have beaten them there before. So
okay.
And Everton need to start picking up some points. So it'll be an easy
Frank
game.
Lampard, the manager as well, obviously won there a lot as a player. You never know. You surely think Tottenham win that game. I think the United game after the West Ham game in that run of 5, I don't think Brighton are going to be easy.
That's a horrible 5 games they've got there. Really,
Newcastle were a completely new team with the players that they brought and Eddie Howe. So hopefully there is more dejection and misery and Paxton Road and chill sessions to come in these coming weeks. And I look forward to them.
Well, I'm going to be busy. I know we've spoken a lot about the top 4. It's really changed. I mean, there's not really been any games since we all spoke about it. We obviously had the show yesterday. What's crazy to me is I'm still seeing people saying if we don't get top 4, Arteta's got to go. I think that's nuts. It's crazy.
Yeah, no. No.
Ain't got the time for it.
Yeah, it's nonsense, man. It's
these are the people that have those fingers. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I do get it. Like, obviously, throughout the season, your expectations, will change, obviously, based on results, based on league positions, etc. But for me, my thing at the beginning of the season was, if we can finish 5th or 6th, for me, that's progression. And to be fair, anything above 8th is technically progression based on the last 2 seasons. But for me, I kind of looked at this team, and thought, well, look, if we can finish 5th or 6th, I'll take that as progression. And despite, obviously, the position we're in with games in hand and how well we've been doing, obviously the dream is to make top 4. At the same time, to say that he deserves to get fired or to leave the club because he doesn't get top 4 is for me, it's just nonsense. You've got to kind of, I would honestly challenge any Arsenal fan, that said at the beginning of the season, 1, they thought, or predicted Arsenal would be in this position, and 2, whether they actually realistically thought we had a good enough squad to. I'd challenge any. I'd literally would challenge any Arsenal fan to show me a tweet, show me a message that you said that you thought this team under this manager, this squad of players should and ought to finish top 4, because I just didn't even think it was even a possibility. I thought the top 4 was out of sight, and that gives you your City, your Chelsea, your Liverpool. And when I saw what United did last season, finishing 2nd and then picking up the players they did, I put them as the 4th spot, guaranteed top 4. So for me, we were competing with the likes of West Ham, Leicester, Spurs to get the 5th and 6th spot. For me, that would have been progress, and for me, that is progress. So to say he should be fired if he doesn't get top 4 is just madness. People just looking for reaction. That's all it is.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, King.
Yeah, I mean, rivals. It's funny seeing rivals trying to flip it on us now. Just being like, oh yeah, well, it's got to be considered a failure if he doesn't get 4th, and it's yours to lose and all this stuff. And it's like, no, don't try and flip it on us. Don't come around us and try and flip it on us. Yeah, like our expectations at the beginning of the season, yes, the needle has to have moved a bit based on how poor the teams that are competing for that space have been. Given, I think there's room for improvement in how we could have been, but we have been good. I think, people look at the big games and they say, oh, you haven't won a single big game. That can't be very good. Well, we won big games last season and we lost silly ones. Finished eighth. So, you United fans, you parade this "we beat you 3-2" trophy, and oh, look what City did to you. And as soon as you come up against a good team, this is going to happen. We don't care. We really don't care. We've been out of the Champions League spots for 5 years. We've, at the very least, qualified for the Europa League for the last 19. And for the first time, we haven't. So the only thing that concerns us right now is either hearing Champions League music, or if it has to be Europa League music, on a Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday night, and rebuilding our football club. We know that if we continue on this trajectory, it's just a case of when, not if, these top teams start getting the smoke that they should be. Right now, we're just in a situation where our squad is thin, it's inexperienced, it's youthful. The manager really hasn't been in this situation unless it's been at Pep's side, where Pep's been the alpha and the omega of decision making. So where is this energy of, oh, he's got to be sacked coming from tonight? It's just poppycock.
It's nonsense. It's nonsense.
No. It is absolute nonsense. So I think, listen, at the end of the day, what people got to remember is that we were in a relegation battle those first 3 games. Turned it around, and how he's getting all the players playing for him, because the players are playing for him. You look at, he's kept the players that will play for him, and they simply are just playing for him. So I think it's nonsense. I think if he gets top 4, he should be in the conversations for manager of the season, 100%. But look, we'll see it. A lot can happen between now and May. We all know that. Let's see who we've got on. Let's hope I get the right page. At the moment, we have Gumza, Canners, GunnerKing, GTalks. I'm going to give it a few minutes. You can see the codes up there. The site list. It's www.kahoot.it. And then there's your pin 1767513. So yeah, make sure you sign into that. We'll get started soon. I'll keep that screen up for now. Hopefully we can start in, we'll say, about a couple of minutes. Should we have a little talk about Watford, seeing as we are playing them next? I know they're going to be doing a preview sometime tomorrow. But I watched them against Man United. I think United should have beaten them. They had so many good, clear-cut chances. The thing I found with Watford, and it's probably going to be different when they play us because it always seems to be the case, but they had just had nothing in that final third. There was really nothing. They have got the players that are capable of it. Do you fear any player in that team there, like a Sarr or a Dennis, or anything that concerns you?
Well, for those guys, I think Foster pulled off a few good saves. Yeah, I think Foster pulled off a few good saves as well, but mainly those two. I think they offer a very dangerous goal threat. So yeah, I think we've got to definitely watch those. I really hope Tomiyasu's back, so that he's able to help us marshal one of them. He was good when we played them at home as well. So I'd say definitely they're the players to watch at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. If you look at the Watford side, you kind of hit the nail on the head with Dennis and Sarr. They are the kind of danger players. And this is the Premier League. So you can never go into any game, feeling or thinking that it's going to be a foregone conclusion, because any of the Premier League teams on their day can beat any other team. And they definitely are, players that, to be honest, probably won't be at Watford next season. They'll probably get moves either abroad or to other clubs in the Premier League. But yeah, they're very dangerous players. And you kind of hope, like looking at obviously the organization of Arsenal, you know, the run that we're on, the confidence must be absolutely sky high, you know, given some of the recent results, particularly, you know, the results against Wolves and so forth. So you're kind of hoping that, you know, we'll have enough to kind of put them away, but we can't for a second underestimate them, because if we do, we will definitely drop points against Watford. Because every game now between now and the end of the season is a cup final. So we can't go into this game thinking, okay, it's only Watford, you know, and then we've got other fixtures at the back of our mind that we need to think about and say, oh, that's going to be a bigger game, because they're all big games. I think if we approach the game right, as I expect the lads to, I think we get the 3 points. But yeah, a lot's going to depend on obviously how we play, and then obviously, you know, whether or not they turn up as well. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game. They're all tough games in Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely, without question. Let's go with one more minute. Boods, I'll see you in the chat. Come on, get involved, mate. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to open a bit more conversation as well. GunnerKing's disappeared quickly. Listen, I don't know. I just want to see this quiz start. I just want to see. I've took a bit of time on this, and I want to see how you guys do. What's your what? I don't know what to be honest. I'm having one of these moments.
What's up?
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go straight into it. So that we're going to do it. We're going to do it now. King, are you with us?
I'm indeed.
So we'll wait until King comes back. Oh, he's there. He's there. All right. Let's get to it. Get your apps and all sorts ready. We're going to start this. I understand. So hopefully this works out all right, but we will see. So our first quiz. So the first 5 is going to be about Watford versus Arsenal. So here we go.
Oh, mine's still loading.
Yeah, which of these players did not?
What?
Yeah, so hopefully you'll have both Watford and Arsenal in their careers. Danny Welbeck, Manuel Munia, Hector Bellerin, Justin Hoyt. Only got 2 answers there, I think. This is, yeah, so we've got 2 right there. So hopefully we'll go. Guys, like, is it still lagging a little bit? Canis says he can't see anything.
Yeah, mine is.
Are you on your page? Is it really bad?
It's all right though. Let's just press ahead.
Okay, we'll try the next one. Like I said, this is the first time we've done it. So, you got the answer wrong there, did you? Or who answered?
I just put. Was it 1 player or 2 players? I put.
Tell us in the end. We'll carry.
Yeah, I thought the question was who never played for Arsenal or Watford. So I put Bellerin.
Yeah, that's why.
It was who didn't play.
Back in April 2000.
Bellerin went unknown, didn't he?
In Arsenal's 3-2 win.
Back in April 2000, how many goals did Thierry score in our win at Vicarage Road?
I don't even know.
Was it none, 1, 2, or 3?
I'll just go with
a
guess.
game? Great game that was. No.
How many did you get?
So 1 got it right. I
couldn't even remember, fam. I just put 1. How many did you get? Did you get a hat trick?
You got 2, and then I think Perez got the other one.
Oh, okay.
1-0 who scored the winner? Emil Smith Rowe, Gabriel, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Cannons are saying it's rigged. He's obviously having issues.
I'm not even sure.
We got 3 answers that time. Someone's entered the game. 2 got that right with Birmingham Smith Road. Did you get that?
I did indeed.
King and Canners. Who did you go
What was
for,
that
G?
again?
Canners. My screen. I pressed. Who scored? Was it Smith Rowe?
Yeah,
Oh no, I got that wrong.
I was at the game, so
In the
I was always going to.
Yeah,
I asked you a question, but oh,
Is it true or false now? In the Premier League era, Watford have never
It's
kept
a true or false one, yeah.
raw.
well, what
The
I
is
answer is
right?
true.
Yeah, mine just went time up.
Crazy stat there, isn't it? Buzzard.
That is crazy.
Okay, we're gonna have to work on this. Like I said, this is trial and error. This would probably work on this probably. Okay, let's go to the next one. Like I said, trial and error. Good Gums is saying this. Troy Deeney claimed Arsenal lacked cojones in Watford's victory back in October 2017. What was the final score? One 0 2-0, 2-1, 3-2.
I remember what he said, but boy, I don't even remember the score. I remember what he said. I'll never forget it. What was the score?
2-1 was the answer.
2-1.
2-1. GunnerKing is on fire right now. I don't know what's happened to Gumza. He's not happy.
You wouldn't have tested me anyway, bro.
I can't talk. This is lagging on my side as well. Right. Who holds this season's record in accurate long passes per game? 2.9. Bob Holding, Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka, Benjamin White.
That's an interesting
What's
one.
the
you know.
comments?
That's an interesting one. I really want to know the answer to that
Oh,
one.
the wrong person.
We've got 3 answers there.
Hey,
The
I
answer
got
was
one
Thomas
right.
Partey.
Hey.
Yeah, that shows my fault.
Who fell for the Rob Holding? Because I
Well,
meant
it tells me I got it right. Oh, there I am. All right then. Question 7.
Against which German side did Ray Parler score a hat-trick in 2000?
Oh,
Is it
man.
Borussia Dortmund, Werder Bremen, Borussia Mönchengladbach, or Hertha Berlin? Lovely hat-trick as well, that was.
I think I've got it wrong.
Ray Parler. You got 2 answers that time, 22.
No.
Who was
The
it?
answer. Werder Bremen.
Oh, man.
Werder Bremen. I knew some people put Mönchengladbach because we got knocked out in the UEFA Cup by them around that time, wasn't it? I knocked out by them. Can't remember now. Okay, what question was that? What question 8? In Arsenal's league-winning season in 1990-91, they only lost 1 game against who? Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool, Leeds.
Raw.
Oh shit! Why was I clicking the screen?
Canners, you better get this. He was probably there.
I was 7, I think.
I'd have been. Yeah, I was in 4, 5, something like that. Chelsea is the correct answer. If I don't see Canners getting scores here.
Yeah, Canada's got that, man. Of
Nelka
course, he's got
scored.
that.
Nelka
There we go.
literally.
Of course, Canada's
We were
got that.
1 penalty away from 2 invincible
Yeah, of course.
seasons.
Was this question 9?
Which club? Everton, Sunderland, Southampton, Leicester City.
What's the question? What scored debut goals against?
Dennis Bergkamp and Thierry both scored debut goals against which club?
I'm not even
Oh
sure.
no!
Only 1 answer so far. Oh,
yeah,
King.
I know who it is. It's
Who is it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Southampton.
The answer was
I don't know
Southampton.
why did I put Everton?
I reckon Cannon's got that.
That was Ian Wright, wasn't it? Go against for Arsenal. Right, final question. Who holds the record for most wins as an Arsenal player? 100. David Seaman, Patrick Vieira, Dennis Bergkamp, or Tony Adams?
Might get this one wrong.
Who is it?
The answer was Dennis Bergkamp.
Bro, I put Adams.
86, yeah.
Mad.
Out of all those players, Tony Adams got the fewest.
Serious?
Believe it or not.
Wow. Mad.
Yeah, I don't forget he did survive the New York era, didn't he?
GunnerKing.
Right. So,
Well, I think 3 out of 3.
King. Well, you keep your crown, mate. Gumzo needs to go get himself some new internet, I think. But listen, if this is something you've enjoyed and you want us to do more of, we'll have to try and make sure we do this properly next time. But like I said, what do you guys think of that?
Yeah,
quizzes are good, man. Quizzes are good fun, man. If it's one of those things where if you don't
bring back any good memories,
if you win, it's all good. If you don't win, then you learn something in it. It's all good.
That's it.
Every day's a school day. But any like memories brought back there from some of those questions, especially in the final 5-1, sorry.
Yeah, I think
the true canners.
The one that sticks out for me, I think, Bergkamp's record. I mean, that's crazy to think of. I didn't even realize that was the case, man. But just it is really a testament to the legend that he is.
Well, you got to remember as well, he didn't really start every game, did he?
No. And I hear a lot of kids today that didn't watch him be like, "Oh, well, he didn't get that many goals and assists, so he can't be better than this person and that person."
Yeah.
You know? He's the prime example of a player that you can't go off stats too heavily to judge. You know, like this guy was the glue of the attacking lineup. Just absolutely really talented player. Great first touch, great vision, passing, shooting. The guy could just do the lot.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
I could. Do you want to know the top 5 in that category?
Yeah,
the top 5. What in most wins?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Go on.
Well, obviously, you know, Dennis Bergkamp was 186. Second, 100. Patrick Vieira, 170. David Seaman, 166, and Thierry Henry, 157.
Wow.
And are you still shocked you still don't know Tony Adams' name?
That's mad.
Tony Adams is down 12th for 132.
Yeah. A lot of it's probably to do with
this will
the era
surprise
and
you.
the teams they played in, innit?
Well, that's just it. But I mean, here's another one that might surprise you: is the fact that Laurent Koscielny, 145, to Tony Adams 132.
Wow.
Nuts.
Wow, that's mad.
That is nuts. Martin Keown's more as well, 155.
Jesus.
And he's sitting there 6th, just behind Thierry Henry.
That's
so
mad.
You know, even Monreal's in the top 20.
Wow.
So it does, you know, it does make you think, doesn't it? It really, really does. Sagnar's there, 120. Obviously, Perez is there, 113. There was that season, but when we won the league in 2002, he was injured for large parts of that, wasn't he? So all that you got to take into account.
Yeah, no, for sure,
Walcott, 9th, 140. Ramsey, 151, 8th.
Wow.
So
there's some surprising ones
I
there,
know.
man. I've got to be real.
There really is. There really is. Anyway, do you know what? I think I might leave that one there. I think that was a bit of fun. Just thought we'd have a bit of fun today. You know, we haven't had a game since Thursday, so I thought we'd do like a little quiz, have a little bit of fun. As Canna said, you know, it's a case of better connection. I think maybe he should host one instead because my connection isn't the greatest. Oh, yeah. Canners. Yeah, 20 years ago today, he scored that goal against Newcastle.
Yeah.
That goal was a dream. Absolutely a dream.
Unreal.
I could see King's he's sitting there and he's replaying it in his mind as he rolls his eyes back in the back of his head. But that goal was something else, wasn't it?
Unreal, honestly. It was so good. Probably one of my favorite goals.
It's the fact that he meant it as well. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Everything about it was intentional, man. No one could say anything.
Yeah, so many people have been trying to, you know, underplay that goal and say whatever they want to say over the years, but you just need to speak to the defender who it was done against, and he'll tell you exactly what Bergkamp knew, exactly what he was doing. Bergkamp was a genius, man, absolute genius. Yeah. Very few better technically gifted footballers to ever play the game.
Yeah, and incidentally, yesterday I was watching. I think it's like top 100 they do on Sky Sports, and I was watching the Dennis Bergkamp one. Funny enough, and I will never forget that it's the Tottenham goal and the Leicester goal. Those two. I mean, his first touch was something else.
Was the Leicester one when he was doing kick-ups?
Yeah, the one at Filbert. Yeah, the one at Filbert Street. Yeah. Oh,
man's doing kick-ups in the box.
He's just pure thrill. And this is why, like, Dennis Bergkamp was all. He was so likable as well. I think you ask any fan outside of Arsenal, then you ask who their favorite all-time Arsenal player is.
Yeah,
9 out of 10 they'll say Dennis Bergkamp, and you can understand why. You can understand why.
Definitely.
Gums is still not happy, by the way. Gums, we're gonna have to sort you out, mate. He's still not happy about that quiz. But anyway, it's been nice going down memory lane and doing something different. Hopefully next week we'll have a bit more to talk about. Because we'll be in that run, won't we? Watford, Liverpool. No. It's Watford. Then we got Leicester, and then that's that week after we got Leicester, Liverpool, Villa. So, yeah, you know, it's just a game without. Do you know what? It's just you don't realise how painful it is in the weekend when we're not playing. It's just horrible. It's just horrible.
Yeah, definitely, man.
But
not having the games.
We're going the weekend.
Yeah. Not having any fixtures is hard, man. It's really hard, man. Like, I think it would have been a lot better if we maybe like had stayed in had a cup run. It would have been a lot better because we obviously would have had the odd cup game here and there. But yeah, playing once a week or every kind of sometimes even 10 days or 14 days, it's just not sustainable for us Arsenal fans, man. We need matches, man. We need games.
Not used to that. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible. But hey, we've got the previews to look forward to tomorrow, so watch out for that. We'll have, once GunnerKing wakes up, we'll have the GunnerKing's call back later this week as well. I believe he's going to try and get Wasteman Danny on, who is a Watford fan, so look out for that one. And of course, we're going to have the reaction to that. So listen, guys, it's been a lot of fun. I've just realised what time it is, so it's all off to Paxton Road and chill. So until the next time, fellas, have a good one. And King, have a nice sleep, mate.